good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big units start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, West eluding the pressure right.
Get his ass, y'all.
Getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave.
I heard his starting
2nd
quarterback.
and
This one getting me
now,
fit.
that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West, and the hit jarred it loose.
Good
It's
bone jar hit,
incomplete.
boy.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier
Bone
said
jar.
than done.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, West. Flush to his right.
Let's go. Pressure, baby.
It's
Pressure.
out of bounds, incomplete.
Pressure bust pipe.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. West.
There you go.
And he's taken down.
In there and blitz.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, 22!
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Got him.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make
and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Escaping the pressure.
Get his ass. Let's go. Run that nigga down. Run him down. Run him down.
Rookie QB struggling and thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Nah, he's going to play tonight.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to let this
one go deep. Man.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Throwing on first down. West throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, West. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
His head off.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Where's
nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run on first down. Hill. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Stafford. They set up the screen to Hill. Space to run past the 20. And Stafford's in some pain apparently. Yet to arise following the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Damn.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
Damn.
They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Come on.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we've come upon halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to stop him before he get a good steam going.
Tell you all you do is run around.
Now,
run around the middle of the field with that tall linebacker holding triangle.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. Fights through, and now a crease. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. West.
I'm in another league.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
See Watkins.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Right back to him on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Jenkins. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good.
No.
And that will swell the lead to 16.
I'm playing other
So
league.
3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
This is for the division.
Their last drive they'd like to emulate.
This is for the division right here.
Forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
I'm going to play him later. I got to run to the apartments and throw some damn ice melt down again.
That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good
Thought we was going to get this nice, warm, sunny day.
That's the only way you can get it done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Come on, Taco.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. West. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, West. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Look at that sheet.
At the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Jenkins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Yeah, I can't miss you. I got home about 2:45. Yeah, I'm almost done with this one.
After the sack, he was 2nd and 11.
Okay, bet.
On the toss, here's Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs
I'm down to my punter at quarterback now, man.
And just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Really,
I got to now.
3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
I got my punter out here.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's somebody over there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness.
Is that funny one with the Mexican dude?
Pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't
I seen that on there last night.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there.
His hands are so slow.
Kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again, West. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half.
Yeah, I gotta go pick up Jaleesa, and I gotta lay some salt down on the apartment complex.
Complete over the middle. It's Murphy. And able to
I thought we was gonna get some sun, man, and melt some of this motherfucking ice, man. It's like an ice skate rink up there.
This quarterback now 9 of 17.
Yeah, it's supposed to be above freezing, but shit, man, this shit is crazy.
From the gun, West.
Right.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to throw on 2nd down. West wiggles free. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Right.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
I know it.
In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I know it.
They begin the drive with Hill.
Let me worry about
Mr.
Saint.
Taken down right around the 34.
You let me worry about. You let me worry about Mr.
Charles, you
Saint.
said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
And boy, that one drops in.
Yeah, I can see where you say that.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air.
But mind you, I was down 28. I was down 24 to 3 at one point.
Hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to throw. Jenkins looking for Kelsey on a deep ball.
And I started playing my little song, man. I came all the way back.
Anytime a defense can sit back in the
hey, the momentum was going my way.
To create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Tell them start rocking with that janky internet.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the
what
Broncos
happens?
take over first down
internet.
and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down. West eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right.
Good catch, boy.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
That
also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Operating from the gun. Jenkins feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
third down. Here's Hill. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Over the middle, complete. That's Murphy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. West. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Swat. Swat him on his ass last time I played him. He tried to run that janky shit.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on second down. West. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bunker now to kick this one away.
You and City be on each other's wires, boy. Y'all be on it. Ever since I got East and West, it's been like that.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Freeman again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. You know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Like a sloppy Joe sandwich.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful.
Shadows is
enough. Pay it off on first down. On first down. Got his man complete over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking for more there on first down.
See that ass flop like a sloppy Joe sandwich.
Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, West. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Operating from the gun, West dancing to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, nothing changes there with that final touchdown, but it did beat the buzzer nonetheless.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain. The slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time, or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it?
Just a big blob of green on the radar. I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, laminator. I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you